There are several ways to pack your clothes in a bag before a trip. There's the folding method, the frantic I'm late for a flight method, and the rolling method. But which one of these techniques actually saves the most space? Well, I took a few trips, packed a few bags, and I found out. Here's the answer. Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by trying out a few different clothes packing techniques to see if one method is actually more efficient than the other. Let's first take a look at the most common ways to place clothing in backpacks and luggage. There's the folding method a lot of us use because it's how we store a lot of our clothes on shelves or in shelves at home. Basically, it just takes a few key folds to minimize wrinkles where the front of the shirts end up flat in a rectangular shape. The next packing method is to throw everything into a bag and stuff it with as much brute force as possible. It's fast, and when you're really late for a flight, this might work by saving you a whole bunch of time, but the chance of you forgetting something is pretty high, and if you're already traveling and can't leave something behind in a hotel room, it might not be the most efficient method. Then there's the rolling method a lot of seasoned travelers use. There are a few ways to roll your clothes, but the most efficient for t-shirts is to take the sleeves, fold them together like this, and then roll them vertically as tight as you can. For pants, you fold down the middle and then roll them as tight as you can. Long dresses, fold at the middle horizontally and then again roll them as tight as you can. There are variations on how you can roll your clothes and how you can fold your clothes, but for our purposes, in general, those are the most common ways to go about it. I personally use the rolling method because I feel like it gives you a little bit more efficient use of the space and also works into the nooks and crannies to allow you to use more of your luggage area, but I've never personally tested it myself. Maybe it's not worth spending all the time to roll your clothes when folding will work just as well. I guess we're going to find out right now. And as for the throw everything in the luggage technique, I don't think that one is going to be very efficient, but we might as well try that too. What I'm going to try is to see how many clothes I can fit into this Osprey Daylight. It's a smaller size backpack, but large enough to where I can fold shirts and have them laid flat. Alright, so we have our clothes folded here and we've got our Osprey bag here. Let's just see how many of these we can fit into here. And I'm gonna try not to crunch and smudge them too much. I just want to keep them folded and flat to see. So let's see. We've got one, we've got two, 8. Alright, and now the folds are sort of breaking down. I'm having to smash clothes in here kind of. I think I can get 9. I'm gonna start losing the fold. I think that's where we're gonna stop it. So yeah, let's say 9, although the folds are pretty crinkled down here. I don't know if this counts, but let's go with 9. And you can see here we've got some extra space up at the top that's being unused. Now we could fill that up with socks or underwear or something smaller, but for this experiment, just folding shirts just to see how much space we can fill up, we have a lot of unused space here at the top. Alright, so folding method, we've got 9 shirts in total. Let's see how it works when we just try to smash as many shirts in here as we can. Alright, so here I'm not using any organization. I'm just literally just taking clothes and just throwing them in. We've got 3, 4, 9, 10. Alright, so we've already surpassed what we had before. 11. And with this method, we get to mash as many shirts as we can. 12. Let's see, can we close this up? We'll start zipping this bag up. And 13 maybe? So it looks like that's 13 to 9. That's actually just stuffing shirts into this backpack more than I was expecting. Actually, it's significantly more shirts. It was a lot quicker, but a little bit quicker. I wouldn't say maybe a lot quicker, but a little bit quicker than having to carefully place all my clothes in here. One disadvantage though is that these clothes are going to be wrinkled when I take them out, but if you're short on time, not a bad method. So out of the two, it seems like throwing your clothes in there seems to fit the most in here, but let's see how the rolling method, which gives us some advantages that folding has but might be as space efficient as just throwing your clothes in a bag. Let's see how rolling works. Already I can tell you this is taking more time. We've got 1. Alright, we're starting to get full here. We're at 13, so tied with the non-organizational, just throwing everything in a bag, but we've got 14. Just gonna zip up the sides here. I think we can get 15, maybe even 16. And the thing about folding is that you can really kind of still use some of the techniques of just, throwing everything in your bag without any organization, because you can kind of crunch the sides of the rolled clothes. And there you go. 16 shirts inside of this little bag compared to 13 with just throwing everything in without any organization, compared to 9 when we're just folding our shirts. So it turns out that folding your clothes is the most efficient way to pack your bags, because you can fit in the most t-shirts into a bag like this, for example. But there are advantages and disadvantages to each of the packing methods. So let's go over those a little bit quickly to figure out which one might be the best for you. Folding is a good mix of organized and time efficiency, since your clothes might already be folded and all you have to do is just place them in your bag. Just throwing your clothes in luggage is the fastest method, but it's also likely to leave your clothes wrinkled and doesn't make the most efficient use of the space inside of a bag, and you might forget some stuff as well. And rolling is the most efficient, the best at preventing wrinkles, but it takes the longest to pack. For larger or bulkier items, packing cubes might help, but ultimately the way you pack your clothes can vary depending on your needs. If you know you're going to fill your bag to capacity, or you want to fill your bag to capacity, then rolling is the best method for your clothes, because it's going to allow you to maximize the amount of space that you have inside of your bag. Just remember that it's going to take the most amount of time, so pack either the night before, or if you've got an early morning flight, make sure you get up with enough time to pack your bag so you don't miss your flight. But let's say you're only going to fill up about 80% of your bag because you know you want some space there for gifts or things that you might buy during your travels. Then the folding method might make the most sense for you, since you don't have to worry about, squeezing in every little bit of space. It will save you some time. It's really convenient because your clothes are probably already folded, and you can just put them in your bag and have a little bit of extra space at the top and not worry about maximizing the entire space within your backpack. Or if you're just feeling a little bit crazy, you can just throw all your clothes into the bag and just see what happens. Thanks very much for watching. I hope this little experiment has kind of showed you the different advantages and disadvantages to the different ways to pack your clothes. But I'm curious, how do you pack your clothes when you're traveling? Are you a folder, roller, or are you one of those crazy people that just throws everything in your bag, pulls the zippers and the straps as tight as you can, and just hope for the best? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week, and I'll see you in the next video.